When this guy opened the door, he came face to face with a zombie, and others appeared, making him run desperately to the terrace, and a plane flew overhead in flames, making it seem like that was the end of the line. Before that, he spent 3 whole years being exploited by a company that turned employees into slaves, and he didn't even know the worst was yet to come. He entered the Founda job right after graduating, full of dreams, believing that there his real professional life would begin. He was welcomed with a celebration. The colleagues seemed nice, and when they discovered that he played American football, they thought he had enough endurance to handle the pressure. And on that same day, instead of leaving, they all prepared to restart work, even during the early hours. And so, first the day ended with a 24-hour turnaround. After that, he spent 2 days and 1 night straight at the company, sleeping on the floor, eating poorly, and watching colleagues fall sick one by one. Some people collapsed, but no one seemed shocked by it anymore. When he finally managed to go home, he barely slept, and the next day he had to return. And that was when the first negative thought appeared. What if he simply didn't go? But he knew it was impossible. He forced a smile, washed his face, and tried to see the bright side from all that. The company promised paid vacations, but no one had ever taken any. Even so, he tried to cling to the solidarity among colleagues. But what really kept him there was a secretary, a strong, beautiful woman who always encouraged him in the worst moments. From the first day, he fell in love, but he never had the courage to confess, especially suspecting she had something with the boss. He thought about leaving, but he knew it would only leave his colleagues with even more work. Compared to other companies, they said this one was even good to work for. And so he was sea erasing. He practically became a zombie without noticing. Over time, he even started thinking about throwing himself in front of a train. But it was on an ordinary morning, going to pay for parking, that everything changed. Upon opening the building's door, he saw an employee completely transformed into a real zombie. And then others appeared. He ran with all his might but reached the terrace when suddenly he faced a plane crashing onto the building while the living dead were closing in. It was at that moment that he realized the reality. He was free from work. That was liberating. The colors returned to the world. Lying on the terrace, he thought about everything he wished he had done. He decided that now he would fulfill all his desires. And the first of them was to confess his love to Senpai, even if she was already with someone else. He got on the bicycle and went to her house, but upon arriving, he saw a pair of men's shoes at the entrance. And then he saw the last person he wanted in the world. His boss transformed into a zombie. Then, with the strength driven by everything that he jumped on the zombie, throwing it out the window, thus breaking the last chain that was keeping him from being free.